And we back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I had to take a little second to laugh. Some kids in my building. I am King Vega, and this dude to my left right here is...
I'm King Neil.
Yes, sir. And this is We Killed Geppetto podcast. Good to be back. Love the response from the first episode, right?
Yep.
A lot of good response. You know, normally we would go on some just off the world topic, you know, whatever we feeling. Maybe something that's going on, pop culture. But man, we gotta talk about the presidential debate. It's a must. And obviously we gotta talk about the circus that surrounds it as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we began, we were talking about Donald Trump, of course, and the tape that came out Friday. Neil hadn't got a chance to get to see the whole entire tape because, once again, we are working people, so we got lives other than just sitting around. So I took a second to show you the whole video. Mm-hmm. And before we get into the presidential debate, because obviously that happened Friday and the debate was on Sunday, we're going to just briefly speak about just the video, just for a second, and then we're going to go on what actually took place after. And obviously today's Thursday. We put these out on Friday, but today's Thursday, October 13th. So there's a lot of shit that happened since then as well. So let's I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell me, because you said you had something you was gonna say after watching the video, how you felt about that, and then I'm gonna speak on it.
Yeah, I mean, so as far as just the video, because first you showed me the video first, and then you told me about all the stories that happened.
Since then, yeah.
Since then, I didn't know. I've been out the great, but so when I first saw the video, I heard the audio first.
Yeah.
But when I first saw the video, just now, at first I was just, I'm not thinking. Excuse me. I'm thinking that's how like a lot of men are though. Yeah. Just in general. Yeah. Not just, I'm just speaking like objective. Mm-hmm. Not just being biased to anybody or just objective. I have been around a lot of dudes who may have said some crazy shit like that. Yeah, but most of that time, those dudes was getting it from girls that they knew. I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that though. But like, for example, right? Remember how you was like in high school or like in college or whatever? Mm-hmm. You used to go to a party and go, yo, today, you know what I'm saying? You and your niggas or whatever. Yeah. Or you and whoever. Yeah. You and your peoples. Right? You and your peoples. Today, we gonna get like 50 numbers, bro. Yeah. And most likely, the dude who say that the most be the one who get no numbers. Am I lying? Yeah, no, you're not. You're not lying. Am I lying? You're not lying. The dude who be saying the most, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna get like 50 numbers, I'm gonna be dancing, watch when I go. Am I lying? No. And those be the ones who, when you be seeing them, they be like, they just be looking like, right? So when I first thought about it, I was just thinking this objectively, like, he said it, but when he came off the... I see where you're going. Like, he's not really about that life. He's just talking shit. When I first seen the video, right? And then when you saw the video, his man was the one who... Yeah, his wingman is the one that really pushed it. One who like, he's just talking. It's just a lot of crap. He was chilling, right? Am I lying? No, you're not. And then I saw the way he was looking at her. Like, when you saw he was looking at her, he wasn't even looking at her like up and down. He was looking at her like straight ahead. Yeah, he was keeping the eye contact. And he gave her a hand, so he didn't even go in and touch her with it. He gave her just a shake. To the side. He moved to the side. Introduced Billy Bush. All that. Then Billy Bush was like, yo. Yeah, we just got off the bus. Give him a hug. Give him a hug, so. He got one himself. Exactly. So, I mean, I hear your argument for that, and I definitely could understand that. I'm not defending him. I'm just saying that. I don't think he's about that. I'm not around him, so I don't know. Yeah. But I'm trying to say that I have been in situations where most of the time, the dudes who really say that. Not really that. Don't really be about. Yeah. You're right. But the thing is, maybe that is actually what happened, and maybe that's what the case is. But the problem is, when you don't live that lifestyle, it behooves you to not speak as if you do. It's like
if I'm not gangster, I'm not going to talk like I'm gangster. And the reason why is that other people who are listening are going to interpret that you're saying that is what you're doing. So he might not really be about that. But if he sits there and he says that to somebody else, oh, now it's on hot mic, now they can hear it. They're going to say, well, this man must do it. Now you have all these flood of women who maybe he didn't do nothing. But now you have all of them who are now saying, yo, he did. And honestly, to a certain level, his arrogance gives it that maybe he's not so strongly about that. But then again, I still believe he would do some of that. So that's like, I still can't give him a pass. Like, you see how he talks about Mexico? You see how he talks about the African American community?
That's different. I'm talking about just that situation.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that situation, I understand what you mean, but I mean, like, I still believe that he has enough cojones, enough balls to still actually do something like that.
He probably do.
Maybe he just didn't want to do that because the cameras was around. Maybe if the cameras wasn't there, maybe he would have reacted differently.
Maybe.
So maybe he wasn't necessarily, maybe because he didn't know the high mic was on, and he didn't know that was happening at that moment. He was talking all reckless. As soon as he saw the cameras was there, he got into, okay, I gotta be like this, because if I'm not like this, they're gonna be like, oh, what the hell's going on here? You know what I mean? Because
you may be right.
if the cameras wasn't there, maybe all the stuff that he was kind of saying or alluding to in the conversation on the bus, he probably would have did. You know what I'm saying? So we really don't necessarily know that much, but we do know the cameras were there, and we do know that he knew about that. It wasn't like he wasn't unaware of the cameras. So
it could go either way.
But that's basically your feeling about that.
About the video, about what I heard on that video, and then once you told me all the other stuff, I'm sorry, bro. It's like in this world, that we live in. I really, truly, like, there has never been ever a time in my life where I really don't know what to believe what's going on in the world, bro. Like, it's to the point that you don't know what to believe in really with anything. Unless you really see something, bro, like, it's hard to really believe a lot of things, There's a lot of fake things, bro. Like, for example, bro, how you talking about, there's no way I'm comparing Donald Trump to, a position as being a rapper. Yeah. Or a position as being a president. It's two totally different things. Yeah. But my thing is, you know what I'm saying? You say how, but you said people. You didn't say president. You said people. So I'm judging about people. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So you say how you're not supposed to be saying gangster stuff. You're not gangster. Like, yo, bro, real stuff. Like, when the last time, or when was the only time, or when was ever a time you ever heard? This is the first rap that came out of mind. Lil Wayne killing somebody. Not on track, not on music, but just in general.
Did he actually do it?
Yeah, he actually do.
Did I hear about it? I never heard about it.
We embody that. You know what I'm saying? We idolize.
We embody it and we idolize it. You're correct. But
you got people right here, bro. Who was it? I think it was Beanie Siegel. He said the most realest stuff, and that's how we are.
What, the Breakfast Club?
Nah, on the tax line. He was like, yo, there's people out here with 5,000 bags. $5,000 bags, but don't have $5 to go in the bag. Yeah. Well, that's not something that Beanie Siegel. That's what I'm saying, but that's us though, bro. So you can't say that most people don't pretend or portray themselves that one way and be a totally different way. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. That's definitely understandable. But I am. People do. You said that. If somebody don't think they gangster, like why? No, I'm trying to explain it right now. People do that, but people don't do that in the same sense of what this man is doing. What I'm saying is this. People, it's like, you go back to the rap. You said Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne, Meek Mill, Rick Ross, Fat Joe, freaking Eminem, all talk about killing or some type of violence at some point. But nobody interprets that other than an artistic point of view. So those stories can be just as cruel as a movie, and it should not matter. If you can go watch a movie of cruel and violence and not say, oh, the director must have did all this shit, that's why he knew how to do this.
in the movie, then it's like it defeats the purpose. But what is reality is when it has to be a change. And what I mean by that is he is going to be the president of the United States of America.
You said president.
Wait.
You say president.
No, this is what he's going for. Yeah. I'm saying people in general will do it, but I'm saying we cannot accept a person who has this mentality to be the president of the United States. That's what I'm saying. So I could give a fuck less if it's a rapper, if it's a director, if it's whoever that's fantasizing or actually doing it. I don't care. I'm not going to elect that person. Mm-hmm. But the person that I'm going to elect, I don't want to be hearing his fantasies and if he does live it out or if he doesn't live it out. To me, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be talking like that. You should be aware not to be talking like that. I mean, bro, even if it's in a locker room, you gotta have a sense of understanding that not everybody's your friend, bro. And not everybody you should talk to. And at 59 years old, which is when this happened, he should have had that understood fully. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying Billy Bush set him up. Not saying that at all.
He couldn't set him up. Like you said, he's 59 years old.
But I am saying, like, why would you talk so crazy in front of this dude?
He didn't get set up.
Exactly. He knew what he was doing. So that tells me that everything he's going to do.
That's not a setup.
Yeah, that means everything he's going to do, if he becomes president, he don't know. And he ain't going to give a fuck. It's as simple as that. He is not going to care. And if you, ladies and gentlemen, don't believe that, anybody voting for Trump, I'm sorry. I don't care if you like Hillary or not. I truthfully don't. It's a sensible candidate, and then it's an unrealistic person.
Yeah, man.
It's just that simple.
Like that, yo. It's like honestly, at first I was like, yo, I'm not even. I mean, I still feel like I was just like, yo, it's to me, it looked like a big TV show.
Yeah.
Know? Is it me?
You watched the whole show, right?
I mean, the whole debate. It looked like a big TV show.
It was a whole. It's about him. This is his golden moment, bro. And no lie, you know what he is right now? You know who Donald Trump is? To America? He's last year's Golden State Warriors. He's Team 72. He's doing the impossible, literally in front of all our eyes. The next election is going to be totally different. So many celebrities are probably going to step up and say, yo, why not me? If this asshole made it, I could do it too. I have a certain voice. People like to hear me. People want to see me. Shit, if Kevin Hart won for president, people might actually vote for him. You know what I'm saying? This guy is he's last year's Warriors. He's going down an amazing run. But I need him, and I hope that America's listening. I need him to be just like last year's Warriors. In the sense that they actually lost at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Yeah, you made it really far. Congratulations. It was great. It was amazing to watch. But you lost still. That's all I ask for America to do. Just let this man still lose. He had his run. We're going to be like, yo, Trump, yo, bro, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought you would have made it that far, but you did. But get the fuck out of here now. Nobody wants to see you no more, man. You got to get out of here with that crap. And did you hear, and this is something that not many people are talking about on the news, but this is a true story. I actually did some research on this. I wanted to tell you, and I said, let's do it on a podcast. I didn't even tell you this one before we started. I wanted to hold this because I wanted to hear your reaction. This is a story about a 13-year-old girl who claims she got raped by Donald Trump.
I sent you that.
Yes. And but we didn't talk about it.
We didn't talk about it. Okay. I sent you that. I didn't go.
You know what killed me about it? What? I did the research on it. I don't want to quote no names because I really don't remember names and I don't have the article up right now. But I'm going to say that the person did file the lawsuit originally in California, and then it got denied by a judge over there, and then it's been set to New York. Also, my understanding is a civil lawsuit, which anybody can do. So let's be clear on that. It's not something that, specific for, one person. It's something that we all can do. We all go do civil lawsuits on anybody. We could say, you could sue whoever you want and say that they you could sue freaking KFC, you made me fat. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or I asked KFC for 2 months and that's why I'm fat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you want to. It'll be a ridiculous lawsuit, but it's one that you can do. Here's the amazing thing to me about it. I've been watching CNN, like I said, since like freaking Friday, and they have not mentioned it at one time. This civil lawsuit is hitting the court tomorrow, October 5th, 14th. Mm-hmm. Now, why isn't nobody talking about this? Now, I do know, we said we're going to talk about the debate, and that's what I want to get into now. and then we're gonna probably wrap it up soon because we want the what you learn for the week segment, right?
Yeah, man, it's up to you, right?
Yeah. Let me say something. Let's get into the debate for a second. Yo, there's a lot of shit that these dudes said about Hillary Clinton, and I don't really even want to. You know, if you listening now, you believe what Donald Trump said about Hillary Clinton. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. It doesn't matter how bad Hillary Clinton is, unless we as a country can somehow systematically talk about this and vote for one of these Green Party or independents that we have on the ballot, and not Hillary and not Trump. Then everybody pretty much just vote for Hillary and leave it at that. Whether she's emails leaking out her ass or not, and who cares about emails? Especially the emails that they have now when it's campaign talk. People act like the conversations me and you have text messages. In all honesty, will probably make some people say, "Yo, what the fuck is these guys talking about?" Right? And like, it's not like it's something that is really, you know, criminating. So this is.
How can you give Hillary a pass?
I told you how. I just explained it. I told you how.
They both did the same thing. They both got caught slipping. They both did the same thing. So how can you give? You know what I'm saying? Like, they both did the same thing.
Who you gonna vote for?
Yo, bro. Because I feel like I'm trying to like defend Donald Trump.
Yeah, you sound like you are.
Like, kind of things that what you saying though is like I'm just being objective about it. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm being objective about it is because, like I said in the beginning, I don't know who is I don't know who is lying, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know who is lying, bro. So it's to the point that I have to be totally objective about this and whoever I vote for, it can't be so much about my feelings. It has to be about being objective about morals and principles, exactly what it is. So not so much about not so much about my emotions.
So let's talk about facts. Let's because that is true. A lot of it is coming out in emotions.
Because they both got caught slipping.
This presidential election is about emotions. When you get to the ballot, most people are going to vote with their heart. They're not going to vote with their mind.
Exactly.
I don't disagree with you that. But let's look at the facts.
The facts.
Okay?
Facts.
Now, I'm going to see if I can pull this up while I'm talking to you. Mm-hmm. But I already know pretty much the gist of it. There are things that Trump has put out that's, you know, to say that... how you say, he's going to do, you know, his tax changes and his tax cuts and what he's going to do for the middle class and how he's going to help the economy and things like that, right? So I'm going to tell you what CNN reported on.
You got it up already?
Yeah, I'm getting it up now.
All right, so why you get that shit? Excuse me.
Why?
Why you get that up? Yo, everybody have to see. What's it called? Birth of a Nation?
Yes.
Yo, you have to watch that movie. You have to watch that movie. I'm telling you, that movie is very powerful. You know, it's much needed. So it's definitely a very important movie to see. You know, we get a lot of talk out here how we don't, you know, support ourselves, support each other. You know, this is a young man who he did a 9-year journey to make this movie, you know, and it's definitely a major, important, impactful, sincere piece of art, and everybody needs to take their time to really go out there and appreciate it. And show your appreciation.
Yes,
you know, because there's not that many times that when people, they go out there and they have a dream and they really go out there and they really succeed that dream throughout a lot of, you know, adversity, because we all going through that, man. And that's another reason why, like, with this politics, you know, like, we could go, like, I don't really know what's going to happen, but one thing I know, bro, is that every day I got to get my ass up, yo, and go out, yo. And do what I gotta do, like, bro, it's like, how much worse can this shit really get? Like, when you really think about it, yo, bro, when you think about stuff like that, and when you watch this movie too, you know what I'm saying, when you do, like, how much, like, we came so far, like nothing can really stop us. Like, no president, nobody can stop us except for ourselves, bro.
Right.
That's real stuff, and that's the reason why, people look, you're not, because I don't really care. I mean, I care, but then at the end of the day, I know that I cannot think this stuff is going to stop my life, bro. Because if I think, I'm not gonna put my family well-being. When I mean my family, I mean my whole family well-being in one person's hands. I know at the end of the day, no matter who's on it, I gotta do what I gotta do. It don't matter like who if we gotta go out the country, we gotta whatever I gotta do, just know I'ma do it, man. It doesn't matter who, it could be whoever it is. How much worse can it really get, bro?
Bro, you're right. You're absolutely right. I can't argue with that at all. At the end of the day, whoever's in the White House, you gotta still get up and do what you gotta do to take care of yours. So we can't sit here and act like whoever's gonna in there is gonna just send out checks to everybody and we're gonna be good and now everybody living good. Even though some countries like the Dominican Republic is actually kind of like that, but in America it's not like that. At the end of the day, in America you gotta get up and you gotta put your first foot forward in order to succeed.
You have to.
Exactly.
I'm not looking for no handouts. I'm not looking for no. If I gotta work harder, that just means I gotta work harder. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no excuses, cause this person. Nah, it happened because of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do what I gotta do, bro.
Yeah.
Every generation had a few that slipped through. Every generation, bro. No matter who was president, they always had. When you was a slave, you had some black people who had their own joint in them, and they was like, "Yo, we out here." You know what I'm saying? Every generation. So, end of the day, it's like, man, it's all about us. You know what I'm saying? We can make whatever we want happen. So that's my focus, bro.
You absolutely right, and then there's no way to argue that point at all. You're absolutely right. That's exactly how we supposed to think, and as not as just black people, but as people of any stature, of any financial situation. I know some people feel like they're good. You should always feel like you can be better. You should always strive to be better. You should never sit down and think that somebody's gonna help you, because at the end of the day, the only one that's gonna help you and always gonna help you is you. So you got to be out there on the forefront for yourself, number one. So I hope all our listeners is listening and is taking this advice and understanding that you're your own destiny.
The best way how I could explain it is sitting there waiting for somebody else to help you is like holding your breath, and asking for somebody to help you breathe.
Yep.
At the end of the day, when you hold your breath, man, nobody gonna give you their last breath. You got a few people who gonna give you that last breath, man. You should know who those people are by now.
And they should be close.
And they should be very close to you. Shout out to my mom, shout out. But definitely, so it's not good to depend on nobody, no matter who it is, the president, the vice president, the do whatever. Still, you still gotta make smart decisions and make sure you do your homework. I think we gotta focus more on voting for our local representatives.
Yes.
Our local people who are gonna represent us. Everybody's so focused on presidents. You got these officials right here who's right in your hood, and these things is happening, but nobody goes to these people. Everybody makes these big deals about president.
Let me read this part, because the only thing that and that's what you said. What you just said is true. There's only really for this president that's going to be coming up. There's only really two things that will necessarily affect us as individuals immediately. Really three, but we're going to focus on two of them right now. And those two is this: the tax. Obviously, tax affects us all. And then the other one is Supreme Court Justice. As you all know, there is a vacancy now. There's supposed to be 9, there's 8. I'm not 100% sure how many judges the president is allowed to immediately assign, but there is one slot definitely open, and Congress is refusing to allow the selection that the current President Obama has selected to go in.
Why they said they refused? They didn't give no reason. They just said they just.
Yeah, they're refusing it. They're just pretty much, trying to wait it out until the election. So, in other words, in another 4 weeks, we'll find out who's going to be the president and also who's going to be the potential next Supreme Court justice. But here's the taxes. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to refer to them as the TPC, but they are.
What that stands for?
They are the Tax Policy Center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is reported by CNN. I'm not going to read the whole story. If you guys like, you can go on to CNN.com. You can read what Donald Trump and Hilary Clinton want to do to your tax bill. This is by Jean Sadi, and this was posted Tuesday, October 11th, 2016. So just to get to the gist, Trump's plan and Hillary Clinton's plan, I'm going to read off what they said Trump's plan would do for the tax of the economy. Trump's plan would significantly reduce revenue by estimate $7.2 trillion, including interest on the debit in just the first decade, and by nearly $21 trillion in the second decade, according to the TPC, which is what I told you. Tax policy center. Yes, this is an increase. He's gonna
21 trillion
in the first decade of his policies that he will install, which would pretty much be
for who though?
For the entire country. This is the debt.
I know, but who's gonna pay? Somebody's gonna pay most of that taxes. So he's gonna charge the rich people more. He's gonna charge the middle class.
No, he's gonna put us in more debt with who we owe money to. So that'd be other countries like China and places like that we do trade and business with. So in other words, he's gonna probably borrow more money and not allow people who should significantly pay their portion, like a credit card, if you will. If you have a credit card and you don't pay it on time, every month you don't pay, they add on interest to the fee.
Mm-hmm.
So if he gives everybody a break and you can't pay full, but you can pay a little less, even though you're still paying, it's gonna keep building and building and building. You see what I'm saying? You can never pay the minimum on a credit card. So pretty much what he's gonna do is give his boys a break, which is the rich. And when he does that, we're gonna pay the minimum on our credit card bill, and as such, we all gonna end up having to pay more and more money for our actual debt that we owe to various countries. Okay, so he's gonna fuck us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Clinton's plan. Well, Clinton's plan, this is what it says. Clinton's plan will raise revenue by an estimate $1.4 trillion in the first 10 years, and then by another $2.7 trillion in the second decade. Now, obviously, the number is not as staggering as his number.
How much it was? 6. What you said?
Hers is gonna, for the first 10 years, is gonna be 1.4 trillion that she's gonna add. Remember, since Obama came in, he's been adding money, and then in the second decade, it will be 2.7 trillion. That means if everything is still going accordingly and everybody's still following the rules, we should continue to raise up. This is raising us from the debt. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got money coming in, and we're paying off our bills on time, and we're getting the shit back to where it belongs. And then, I'm not sure how many years our actual debt's going to take to pay off, and if we're ever going to be able to do that. But that's the concept of what the tax plans for each president is supposed to be. How further from the bill we owe as a country are you going to help us get? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be sitting here owing the whole world this much money.
I definitely think, Hillary Clinton is more experienced,
more qualified
for the job. Okay, I definitely think that. I think that Donald is definitely experienced in being a businessman as well.
Yes.
You can't take that away from him.
No, you can't. You can't deny that.
But Hillary definitely, she's been around, man. She had different positions. She led a lot of, she said signatures on a lot of bills and things like that she passed, which I totally believe. She traveled around the world. She did her thing.
She met a lot of heads of state already, being Secretary of State.
Yeah, she did her thing, So there's no, I just feel like, I just don't believe any of them, honestly.
Yeah.
I
don't either.
But at the same time, who I would trust more to do the right job, in my opinion,
yeah,
I think Hillary, I would trust her more to do the right job because she had just been around that. She interacted with more presidents and more dictators and
she
more.
Would represent us.
Not even that, but she just been in that whole kind of field. You know what I'm saying? She's been in that whole field for a longer time.
Look, you work human resources to a degree. Let's say. Let's say we ain't gonna talk too much about your job. The point is, the whole aspect of that type of job. You've done that. You know what that is, right? That's what we're gonna say. If you have a person that does not qualify, do you put them in that position? No, you want that person to have some knowledge, whether it be schooling or at least work experience. Now, work experience to me personally is better because obviously you've had hands-on experience. In this case, literally in this case, she has actually both experiences. And not just experiences just to that, she has a third party first person point of view as when she was the first lady. So this lady's overqualified, if anything, because usually you only get the experience and you get the education and maybe you get a little bit more from one side. You don't get three. You don't have the experience of being not only in both of those fields, but also being the wife and behind the president of the United States of America. So to a degree, and honestly, I can see her being president for these 8 years. And then if Michelle Obama wanted to run, I'm voting for her too. At the end of the day, and it could be 1,001 more Donald Trumps that can come in. They can be great businessmen. I'm still gonna vote for Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton if they were both running against any of them.
Yo, imagine how dope that would have been.
That would have been amazing if Michelle Obama would.
Imagine.
I wonder if they talked about it.
Imagine.
Because that would have been. I would have been. Bro.
That would have been.
I would have loved it.
Dope.
I would have loved it. It would be. It would be like giving Obama a break. Yeah. But then he's still there, and Michelle's taking over. It would have been amazing.
That would have been.
It would have been amazing, man. Michelle Obama should have ran. That would have been cool. I'm sure she would have killed the Democratic primary.
She could do that, you think?
I think she could still probably. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. You think as first lady, just say you first.
I don't know if they let them.
I don't
know if they let them. They might make them have to wait a certain amount of years before they get back into the politics. Because if you think about it, somebody can literally do that with their family. Yeah. Then in the next 4 years, the daughter becomes president. Next thing you know, everybody's becoming president. Like, hold on, son. We went through the whole Obamas, But they just added Obamas now out of nowhere. People getting adopted just to be president.
About the politics, man, we could go on with the politics forever, Like I said,
I think the people heard.
Stop you from doing you.
Yeah, the people heard enough of it as far as all the news. But I do want to.
But I want to hear something. I know you got like a funny story or something. My funny story. I'm sorry, guys. I had to do it off the podcast. But last episode. We had like a good laugh.
A good laugh.
This episode, to be honest, God, this episode, we just kind of, we both have just been on a run all week. So this one was, but we committed to every Thursday. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna meet up.
We're gonna keep this going for you guys. Yeah. We're gonna push. We love the response. People really gave us a good response, and we want to really push this.
Yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts of the week though. But if you give me a moment while you're doing your thoughts, I'll see if I can. I think I had one, but I gotta look at Instagram again, see if I can find the one that I want to talk about. But go ahead and give me your thoughts for the week, and I'll look for that.
Well, honestly, my thought of the week already came out. Like when I was telling you, that one thing you just gotta. I think I'm getting like more wiser now. My mindset is definitely changing. Like it's just now setting in that I'm a father. Like it's setting in before, but now it's really like it's really like it's that's it. Like I'm a dad, bro. And that's one of the reasons why that I have this newfound motivation. And I definitely want to get a shout out, before everything finished, to all the women out there. That's definitely a major thing. But like I said, I gave my shout out for the day already, bro. I gave my generation. When I talked about it was all about you, bro. When I said that statement about, that was my during the week already, bro.
Yeah.
You can probably edit this part out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what?
That was
So okay, I got you. Well, because during the week, I like the little segment you just said right now, even though you already said your first thing. Yeah. I know the ladies appreciate it. We appreciate you, ladies, is what he was saying, and what I'm going to repeat as well. We want to show respect to our women. As a husband and a father, even though I have 2 sons, I still feel no woman should be talked about in a matter of which you're going to pretty much commit sexual assault. You can talk fantasy. You say, I'll do this, I'll do that, yes, and you can talk all that nasty stuff, and plenty of us do it. We Scorpios, we do that shit. We all know that. But it's when it comes to saying that you're going to put yourself in a position to force yourself upon her, where I personally have to draw the line, and I have to say, nah. If you was my boy, you said something like that, I will look at you in a weird way that will tell you that we ain't the boys anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if we were talking about something one time, you know, consent is clear. You know, no, I'm not gonna say nothing crazy. I'm saying consent is clear, and nobody needs to. You don't have to always say consent to have consent, but you also cannot force yourself and think that that is okay and then boast about it. You know, and what I mean by that is, you know, sometimes girls might, you know, you might have to be a little rough with your girl to a degree and do something crazy to your girl. You know what I'm saying? That you won't normally do. But what this man is pretty much saying, and that I disagree, is that he's saying he's doing that to everybody. He said it. He's a magnet to pretty girls, and he begins kissing them right away. So that pretty much means, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a daughter and she's above any number other than at least, let's say, a 7, right? 'Cause I think he don't deal with nothing less than 8, some shit like that. He said one time. Dad said that.
8's to him, though.
Yeah, to him, to his level. Yeah, you know, you gotta be Russian, I think. But either way, don't bring her around him, 'cause he gonna get up on that. Now, that's what I'm saying is the unconsent. You're in a relationship and you wanna be like, yeah, man, Melania a freak. Y'all be walking around just be grabbing her pussy. Melania being Donald Trump's wife, and he's talking to. That's cool, right? We say shit like that. We might say like, yeah, you know, I grab my girl ass, do whatever. That's cool. You know why? Because we know you have consent. Because she's your wife, okay?
Yeah.
But if you say random beautiful women, that tells me you intend to commit sexual assault, and that's not cool. So, any woman, I know there's a lot of women out there who have been through that. We feel for you, and you know we can't say sorry for the person, but we do apologize that man would even treat you in that way and belittle you like that as a human being. You deserve much more, and it is what it is. I know you feel the same, but you gotta feel me on this.
Yeah, I feel the same, man. But I definitely feel the same, but also feel like you know, it definitely goes both ways.
Yeah.
You know, because like, yeah, it definitely goes both ways. You know, but I definitely feel you, bro.
But anyway, other than that, we're going to briefly talk. We're going to do our hot topics again. Remember we did that last week.
All right, what's the hot topic?
So we're going to do like 2, maybe 2 or 3.
All right.
See what we can get. You heard the Beanie Siegel interview with Tax on. We know that. Did you now hear?
I heard it, but I didn't.
Did you hear the Breakfast Club one?
I heard it, but I remember you told me I gotta watch it and see the certain part, but I didn't know what part you was talking about.
Okay. It's the part that he's talking to Charlamagne the God. And he's looking at him and he's like, "Cause you not qualified."
He said that a lot of times.
A lot of times. Let me finish. You're not qualified. He's like, "You don't play with me. Play something that's safe." Like, he's threatening to do. Like, he's just straight threatening Charlamagne. Now, of course, you know, this ain't the first person to threaten Charlamagne the God. So this guy, you know, he just sits there and he takes it. But what's killing me about the whole interview and the whole situation, and I'm curious to know how you feel about it, is what difference is it gonna make for Beanie Siegel to be like this still at this age? Like, Beanie, you mad old, bro.
Yo, bro, hold on. This goes back to exactly what you said before. Like, there are people out there, bro. You said it shouldn't be
like,
nobody.
he can still be him. People will still respect him. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he's at an age that like nobody cares anymore, Beanie. Nobody cares how you feel, bro. We just care that you who you were. That's it. Do your music, speak your piece. Niggas gonna show you love, and that's it.
Yeah,
why are you putting on this whole?
There's no disrespect to Beanie Siegel. You know, I never met the man, but first thing, hold on. Before I say that, let me say, I have known. He's not. It's funny because you said that because he's not the worst old dude with that
mentality still. Not
that mentality, but that like he's a little off, like for being like an old dude. Like why he's still like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The worst old men that's like that, bro. You have old men that will hate on you because you young, bro.
Yes.
Right? To me, those are the worst ones.
Yes.
Right? But as far as with him, it's some people that's where like that's all they know, bro. Like it just it is what it is. Like, there's some people that it just, you could talk, bro. People like that, there are people out there in the world, they are so stuck in their ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, like what you saying, they don't agree with nothing you saying. Mm-hmm. Like, they're not even hearing you. Like, they don't agree with nothing because they think this certain way.
And that's it. You can't change their mind.
You can't change their mind. There's people out there who like that.
What did you think about him saying that he actually was there to ghostwrite for... he finally admitted it. He had said a Millie at first. Now he admits that he also did it for Meek Mills. How do you feel about that?
How I feel about that?
What do you think about that? I mean, let me, come on. And Millie replied too, bro.
What did he say?
He said he had some long ass Instagram posts.
Oh, I thought he rapped or something.
Nah, he just went kind of like on posts, kind of went off on him saying fuck you or all that stuff.
As I said before, I like to do my own reference tracks and shit, my own thing. Like I said before, I don't know what to believe, because at first he was saying, Drake was writing his.
Was getting ghostwrites.
Now people saying that he was writing his joint. It's like it's a whole bunch of. Excuse my language, but it's the only way that I can really describe it. Like what's going on throughout the whole world, like this past, like a long time now. Right?
It's been a while. We've been in a firestorm for a long time.
This is the only way that I couldn't really explain it. I wish I needed a thesaurus, bro.
Bro, this is the first year I wanted it to be over.
This one word, fuckery.
Yeah.
It has been a lot of fuckery.
Yes, it has.
Going on.
It has been.
I don't know what to believe.
You said it perfectly, and you know what? I don't even know if there's anything else to say. I think we got it all. Well, thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am King Vega.
I'm King Nim.
And this is We Kill Geppetto podcast. And hopefully you liked it. Let your peoples know.
You liked it. You asked Spanish for that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let your people know. And have a good night.
Later.
Later.